This time it's going to be your short hair in the interior and long hair in the exterior. Okay, so long hair exterior, interior, short hair. Okay, makes sense? So for this one, you have to bring all the hair up. Let me do it. You're gonna bring all the hair up to the top. It's all gonna come to one stationary guide. So very similar to the solid, where the stationary guide is at the bottom, this stationary guide is gonna be at the top, okay? So this one requires a little bit longer hair in the exterior so that it will reach, okay? Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so that's what we're gonna do today. Okay, increase layer. Increased layer is one of my favorite haircuts. I think that it's really fun and interesting, and it's nice to be able to put everything up. When you turn it upside down, you should get a really nice plateau at the top of the head, okay? So in order to do that, there's many different ways, always more than one way to skin a cat, right? But I like to cut this, start by making a kind of a 1 inch by 3 inch subsection right here at the top. So right at the apex of the head, I make a 1 inch deep. So 1 inch this way, 1 inch deep by about 3 inches wide. You want to be balanced on the top of the head. To add a little bit more to this side. Okay, and then I'm going to, this is going to be the start of my stationary guide. Okay, any questions about that? So what you can do is you can go down here at the bottom of your head if you want to see if it's going to reach. This is going to be tricky. If it's going to reach, you have to see how short you have to cut the hair. Okay, but like we talked about before, she seems to be, the doll I pick has longer hair in the interior and less in the exterior. But you just want to try to figure out the best length to cut the hair, not by cutting too much, but cutting enough so that most of the hair will reach. Okay. Sometimes you have to cut the hair once, then you cut it again, because that way you cut it down a little bit, then you can actually see. If I go really short, then see that I'll have a little bit more hair to reach. She really is not reaching. So I don't know if I have a better doll. Well, we're just going to give it a shot. I have some long blonde dolls, so I don't want to really cut them. So do your 1 inch by 3 inch. Pull it straight up.
Sorry, I have a couple of people sending me messages. Just so everyone knows, Miss Knowles has 2 different screens open, so make sure one of them is black and the other one, you'll be able to see her demo.
Some people can't see me?
Yeah, but I think they're looking at the wrong screen because you have 2 open, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, one is black, like you said, and one, I'm in here, cutting hair.
Her voice is coming from the other screen, so it automatically goes to the other screen. But yeah.
Oh yeah, so I'm sorry, you'll have to pin that video.
You know, I'm having a hard time doing that.
Is she,
on iPad or something, just double click
on the phone. That's why it's hard.
I just pin for myself and nobody bother you.
Yeah, if you just pin her video, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, I can't find it on the phone. How to pin myself.
I
think,
just double tap.
yeah, right?
Double
So you
tap
just
and-
double click on the image. Like if you double click on the image, then it just shows you.
It's not working for me.
Really?
You
Because
see me
that's what I-
tapping, right?
It's
Yeah.
probably because of record. Something options doesn't work when recording. I don't know why.
Okay. Well, just pin me if you can.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take your guide and then make sure you're nice and straight. Okay. Nice and straight. When you get ready to cut. Okay. So straight out, right at the top of the head. And then everything is going to come and reach from there. Okay. Any questions about that? Then you're going to cut. Fingers crossed, I'll get some hair that reaches. So nice and straight. Okay. So then after that, you're going to take the back sections. Start in the center like you did before. You start with a rectangle right in the center. Then you just bring all this hair up. Bring it all up. And then whatever reaches, you cut. Sometimes you have to go back and check, make sure that it doesn't reach, just in case. But don't change your angle if the hair doesn't reach. Don't worry about that. You could, because you want to stay up. Okay, you don't want to change your angle in order to make it reach, because that's going to change the haircut. It's going to change it and make it more of a uniform. You know, it's going to be like a mashup between increased layer and uniform if you do that. So you don't want to do that. Okay. So same as the last haircut. Now you're going to take your pie shapings. Take your pie shapings. Bring that previously hair with you. So you have a nice strong guide. See my guide? Nice straight fingers. Same thing, bring all the hair up. The only hard part about this is just controlling the hair. Bringing everything straight up to the same still guide or unmoving guide, okay, stationary guide. They call it different things, same thing. So still guide, stationary guide. Then when you get to a point you got too much hair, just take some of the hair away, because you don't need it all. But you just want to make sure you have a nice, strong guide to find, okay? Then find your guide, cut. Okay, and then bring the hair back down. And do the other side. eye shapings. Bring everything up to your stationary guide. Okay. Now, I'm not standing directly in front of the section that I'm cutting so that you all could see, but when you cut the hair, you want to make sure that you stand in front of it. Whatever hair you're working on or what section of the head you're working on, you want to make sure you stand in front of it. Okay, now I'm just going back and checking the cut. I think I like this one so much because you can always refer back to right here and find and see if you're going the right direction. The other one, you have to go here to go all the way down the whole chain. Where here, you just lift everything up to the top. If it meets it or it matches it, you got a nice strong guide, you're good to go. Okay. Okay, so now we'll do the side. Okay, so pretty much the same thing. You're going to take your vertical sections. Go straight up to the apex. You should have a guide. You should have a guide from the top, and you should have a guide from the previously cut hair on the side. Okay? If not, stop and grab more hair. Some more previously cut hair. Looking for my email back from the beginning. See what's going on. Okay, so when in doubt, always just grab more previously cut hair so you have a stronger guide. If you get a little bit lost. So I like to take all of the hair if I can, bring it up, and make sure that you have created that plateau on the top of the head. Okay. Okay, next side. Same thing on the opposite side. Yes, you all can see. Now for the top front, I want you all to make sure that you have some hair from the opposite side and from the back, okay? And in that way, you can be assured that your haircut is nice and balanced. Okay, so I'm gonna take a piece from the opposite side, and I'm gonna take some hair from the back, the previously cut hair, with some hair to be cut. Bring it all up. I have a nice strong guide. You see my guide. And cut. Once you see your guide, you can cut. Make sure I got all this hair that reaches. Check it real quick. Okay, so I've already checked the haircut. Shake her out. See if there's a nice plateau at the bottom, at the top. Okay. Okay. And that's your increased layer. So it's just going to give shorter in the interior, longer in the exterior. If you wanted to make this really shaggy, you would of course, make it shorter in the interior and leave your length here. So it's a little bit of a detached, depending on how trends are. Looks like these days the bottom is kind of detached. It really doesn't match up. It doesn't reach, right? So that means that you have to do like a uniform in the top, and then you have to do more of an increased layer at the bottom if you want to even try to get it to blend. Okay, but that's the increased layer. And then once you have these basic haircuts down, then you connect them and you blend them together, and you can create different styles that you see out there. But if you never learn how to do the basics, you'll never be able to expand to the other one, because you'll always be confused, always guessing yourself and questioning. Okay. Any questions about this increased layer? My favorite haircut. Okay, let's see what time it is. Okay, perfect. So it's 9:01. So let's go take a break and we'll come back.